Virtuous Living. I am your host, and today your home chef, Lady Rice, and I have something special for you. So, ladies, we've all been there. So we're at home, our phone rings, and someone says, I'm in the neighborhood, can I come over? You say yes, and now you're stuck trying to figure out what you can whip up really fast to entertain your guests. If this has ever been you, fear no more, because I got you. I'm going to show you how to make my salmon croquettes. Everyone who eats my salmon croquettes absolutely loves them. They're more on the healthy side. They're yummy. They're filling. They can be paired with so many different things. You can make them into a brunch. You can make them into a dinner. And they just taste amazing. Nothing else to say about them. So, without any further ado, come on with me in the kitchen and let's get cooking. Alright guys, let's get started. I'm going to get you some canola oil, and I'm just going to put a little bit in my skillet here. Just a little bit. Alright. I'm going to take those mixed peppers and onion, open those up, or take your fresh ones. Don't know how much, guys, just eyeball it. About that much right there. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna start letting my vegetables cook. Now, my hands are clean, I just washed them. I'm going to debone this salmon, and I'm gonna show you how I do that. I usually just leave the empty can here. I usually just open them up like so. And you see all those bones in there? Now, some people cook those bones into their croquettes. It's not gonna hurt you. They're not like catfish bones where they're gonna, stop your breathing or anything like that. But I think they're kind of gross. So I just take my spoon or fork and just put them right back in that can so I can throw them away. Again, if you miss one, it's okay. I also look at the fish, because if I see any gross little dark scales like there, I don't eat that. I just take that off. It's easy. You're just going to do both sides of the fish. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and do the other can, and I'll be right back. I've got the vegetables here sizzling. I'm just gonna keep, just making sure they don't burn. And I'm gonna go ahead and season up this yummy salmon croquettes. You're gonna start off with your Goya adobo. Please make sure you buy Goya. I have no clue how the other adobos taste. I know people say other brands are good, but this is the brand that I know and I trust, so this is the one we're gonna use. So next I'm going to use my Mrs. Dash. It's got plenty of herbs in here. It's salt free and it's just full of flavor. Alright, we're going to go in with our onion powder. I have no clue how much to add, guys. Just feel it. Garlic powder. Okay. Still making sure my vegetables don't burn. And I'm going to put a little bit of my celery salt. You just want a little bit. Not too much of this, because again, this can be salty. You just want that little bit of taste of celery. Now, if you're going to do your vegetable blend at home, just go ahead and chop up some celery, and you can leave out the celery salt, because it's essentially the same thing. But if you're going to use celery salt, just remember again, it has salt in it. Okay? Now, I've already added all of those spices. I'm going to add my oregano. Okay. Next, I'm going to add my parsley. Parsley is going to make it so beautiful, and it's full of flavor. I love parsley, guys. Literally love parsley. Alright, next is going to be one of my secret weapons. I'm going to wash this lemon off here. I grate lemon zest into mine. Now, if you really, really, really love lemon, go ahead and add more than I'm doing here. But I'm going to do about 3/4 of this lemon. Now, ladies, as you see me using this zest, do not throw this lemon out, because I'm going to show you a few things we can do with it at the end of this video. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and grate the other parts, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, so I've just, off camera, all I did was mix in all those ingredients. I'm going to go ahead and take our vegetables that we had cooking. And I just want them to be soft because I don't really want my vegetables to be really crunchy in the salmon croquettes. That's the reason I cook them first. I'm going to go ahead and stir these up. Isn't that pretty? Alright. Next ingredient, we've already added our seasonings. You guys, I love parsley. I'm going to put a little bit more parsley in here because I love to see the green. It's just me. So I'm going to put a little bit more parsley. Alright. Next ingredient we're going to add here are our eggs. 2 eggs, so 1 egg per can of salmon. Now, I do know some people are allergic to eggs. I've never tried this personally, but I hear that you can substitute the eggs in salmon croquettes for mayo. So that may be something you want to try. Next, I'm going to add a cup of my panko breadcrumbs. Okay. Alright, and we're going to mix all these in. And if you think you need some more breadcrumbs, they should just be stiff. That's kind of the feeling you want. You don't want them to be where they're going to fall apart. So that's the point of the eggs and the breadcrumbs. Okay. I should have got a bigger bowl here, but that's alright. You make it work. The more you guys cook with me, you know that I am a cook that makes it work. Alright guys, so you guys, I'm country, okay? I got family from the south. I use my hands when I cook there. Wash thoroughly. I'm sorry, that spoon wasn't doing it for me. I usually cook with my hands, my clean washed hands. So all we're gonna do now is actually make the patties, and this is what I do. I just scoop some up with the spoon, put some in the ball of my hand, make a ball like this, about that size there, put it on the plate, and patty up the rest in this pan. Alright, let me show you how to get the oil rolling. So salmon croquettes are not fried, so they're more sauteed, so you don't need a whole bunch of oil. You just need enough to cover the bottom of your skillet and maybe about a ½ inch, maybe a ¼ of an inch more. So that's enough there. Covering the bottom of my skillet a little bit more. You want medium-high heat. You do not want to fry these all the way on 10. And let me show you how to tell medium-high heat. And this is actually one of my tricks that I tell people for fried chicken. So if you have a gas stove, you see that most gas stoves come with these notches here. I have learned from different stoves that the 8 is the one you want to cook on. So you start here. You want to go the 6. 2, 4, 6. Right there. That's medium-high heat. That's about where you want to fry chicken at, and that's also where you want to fry your salmon croquettes at. Medium-high. Alright, 2, 4, 6. Now, the place I had before here, I had an electric stove. Wasn't my favorite because I mostly grew up with a gas stove. But I learned with the electric stove, when you fry salmon croquettes or chicken, you want to get the fire in between the 6 and the 7. Mostly more close to the 6. Just like here on the gas stove, I'm at a 6. Okay? Now, granted, every stove is different, so if it doesn't work out, don't hurt me. Now,
yep.
Alright, now you do not want to overcrowd your pan, so that 4 is going to be enough right now. And I'm going to let them cook for about, I'll say about 2 minutes each side. It's okay, and it is smoked paprika, so that's alright. Actually guys, I could have fit some more in here, but that's alright. Start with just a few until you get your timing together. Okay? While those are cooking on that side, what you do want though is a plate and a paper towel to drain the extra grease, and they'll be ready in about 2 minutes. Alright guys, as you can see, they're beautiful, they're done, they're golden, they're crisp, and they're tasty.